A roadwork to mark the 2025 World Autism Day has been held in the state. The roadwork, which started at the Millennium Park through the Mary Slessor Avenue with theme at Inclusion for All, was to celebrate children born with different health challenges and disabilities. Government House correspondent Itam Ekpe brings you details.
Flagging off the roadwork, the Commissioner for Social Welfare, Mrs. Margaret Ene-Ita, informed that the reason for the roadwork was to let the world know that this class of children living with autism are created by God, blessed and sent to mankind, hence the need to love them the way we love other children. Mrs. Ene-Ita further maintained that children with autism should not be rejected or neglected by their parents, no matter the level of the condition they may be facing, as no one prayed to be a burden to his or her parents.
They are children that were created by God for a purpose, and so the public is not to discriminate them. Their mothers and fathers are not to be despaired. We want their fellow children to know that they are one of them. They could be living with Down syndrome. They could be living with one disability or the other. But we want to say that they were all created by God.
Also speaking, the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Mrs. Edema Irom, said the World Autism Day in the state is a symbolic one, especially as it concerns children living with autism, adding that the roadwork is to draw attention of the stakeholders for the inclusion and recognition of these children, show them love and care.
The fact that you breathe, the fact that we're alive, it means that we all need attention. We all need inclusion. They have a right to education, they have a right to a good life, they have a right to healthy living. We are drawing attention through the office of the wife of the governor of Cross River State and saying that this is an area we need to look at even as we grow as a state. It's symbolic because it's never happened.
On the part of the Commissioner for Humanitarian Affairs, Mrs. Helen Insamo, and her counterpart for Establishment and Payroll, Etieka Laurentia Ita, and Mrs. Hannah Basi Duke, an autism therapist who has materials for these special children, commended the federal and the state governments in recognizing and celebrating this class of people living with autism, saying all hands must be put on deck to ensure that the theme, inclusion for all, is achieved in their different ministries by creating awareness on the need to cater for them instead of discriminating them in the society.
We'll come up with programs that will be aimed at towards empowering and developing these special children. They are really special because they did not create themselves. It's a mentally condition that made them, find themselves in this way.
Even though the world rejects them, Her Excellency, Bishop Dr. Eyowan Bassey says they are born of God. They are born of women. God knew why He brought them to the world, that they should be integrated with others.
Children with autism are a special breed, from my understanding. There is just a unique way that children who are neurodiverse are. I also, as a neurodiverse individual, I have seen how art, music, drama, and dance has really helped me. And this is one tool I use to help children with disability. So I came up with this tactile book. So a tactile book is this. So this is what I have been using for children with autism to help them, and I've seen the benefits and how it has been able to give them strength to their hands and their fine motor skills.
I actually went emotional when I watched them dancing. Oh, the issue is if you give birth to a baby and you see that your baby is not smiling, take that child to the hospital. For CRBC News, I am Itam Ekpe.